I'd always loved running off-road, but if you go back to the 80s, trail running as we know it, mountain running just didn't exist. There were a few races in Europe and there would have been some fells, but you ran on the roads, that's where you raced. So I finished second in the London Marathon.
And that was a record, wasn't it?
It was a British record at that time.
Can you remember what the time was?
Yeah, 2:28:06. It's one of those numbers that's ingrained in my mind.
Amazing. How did it make you feel to look back on such things?
For me, it was a run that was, at the point, was sort of the ultimate of what I hoped I could achieve. So, as you know, as a runner, Claire, you have good runs and you have bad runs, and every now and then you just have a perfect run, and that was a perfect run. I couldn't have asked for it to have gone better. And then I went to the 1984 Olympic Games. Then I had some problems with my left leg, which meant that flat and non-rocky surfaces caused me problems. So I just had to navigate naturally to the surface that I loved running on, which was off-road stuff.
Amazing. And then so you got into trail and fell running after that then?
Yeah, at the time I was living down in Eastbourne, so another one of my, really proud moments was winning what's now the Beachy Head Marathon outright. And I still think only about 3 men have ever gone faster than I did then. But then through work I moved up to live in Leeds, and so started fell running and doing some of the mountain runs in Europe, and I've just done that ever since.
You mentioned you got injured over the years. Are there any exercises or preventative measures that you would advise other runners to take?
It's a really good question, Claire, and I think the very broad answer is you have to work out what causes your own injuries. So for me, it's doing some exercises that help sort of certainly keep the nerves from my hamstrings moving and gliding and not getting irritated. So that's one for me. The other one is, again, doing a lot of calf work to make sure that your calves are working. So I'll make sure I do calf raises once a week. And obviously for off-road runners, the more proactive ones are around not only having strong ankles, but having mobility and dexterity. So hopping, sideways movements. So you're getting used to the fact you can't control where your foot is going down.
What is coming up for you next? What have you got in the pipeline?
Now you see that's a bit of a strange question.
Oh, this sounds good.
I committed last year with Chris Evans, the Radio 2 DJ.
Oh, did you?
To
wow.
Run London next year as part of his Children in Need team.
Oh wow, fantastic.
So my next event is I have got to unlearn 30 years of running on off-road surfaces so that I can survive running the London Marathon. Not at any speed, but just get around London Marathon without getting too injured next year.
Wow, and so are you doing that with Chris Evans himself?
That's my plan, to run round and see if I can keep up with get round in the same time as him, yes.
And that's this April coming up?
That's this April coming up,
We shall all look out for that then. That's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be strange, that's for sure, yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck
at
that London Marathon. It sounds pretty tough. And thank you very much for talking to me. That's great. Thank you.
Thanks for the opportunity.